Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. It's the In Wheel Time car talk show today, coming to you from the Sugar Mill in Sugar Land, Texas. Just ahead, Vicki Zeiger, president of Classic Car Club of America. Conrad has This Week in Auto History, and we'll get you caught up on the stories making car news this week. Howdy, along with Mike out of This World Mars, King Conrad DeLong. We always need more Jeff Zekin. I am your commercial mess-up man, Don Armstrong.
Uh-oh.
Well, I pressed the wrong button.
It's all good.
Sorry.
No worries.
That's okay. We're all busy pushing your buttons anyhow.
No, only you press my
We're
button.
pushing his buttons, looking for the mute button. That's what we're looking for.
And the Acapulco Gold
There you go.
Dodge Hornet. All right. Here she is, ladies and gentlemen. It's Vicki Zeiger, president of the Classic Car Club of America. Vicki, good morning to you.
Good morning to you, fellas. How are you today?
Well, we're fine,
She's
thank
been
you.
waiting a long time. She came in early.
Did she?
Yeah.
I was sorry to keep you waiting, but we have a schedule to keep, you know.
I totally got it. I was enjoying the show.
Well, thank you. We appreciate that.
Plus, the liquor store's just opened.
Oh,
And
my
the dispensary.
So, Vicki, tell me, what is the Classic Car Club of America?
I am very happy to, and thank you so much for having me on today. The Classic Car Club of America is open to all car enthusiasts, but the cars that we feature and that we judge are cars that were built between 1915 and 1948 during what we consider the classic era. And our club has been around for 70 years, and we've been offering a club that provides absolutely outstanding publications. Our magazines, which come out 4 times a year, are spectacular, and everybody should want to join just for the magazines that are produced. We also provide for tours across the country. We've actually had a tour in Texas in the past. We have a very active club in Texas, and what you can do is you can join the national organization. We have 28 regions across the country, and we also have people from across the pond, so to speak, and Australia. We also, we go on tours. We will either drive our classic cars to the tour starting point, or some people ship if it's way across the country. For example, we had a Grand Classic earlier this year that went from Buffalo all through Canada and then returned to Buffalo. And we have little tours where the regions plan and execute those tours where people can take a few nights and enjoy driving their classic car. And it's a great organization to belong to. You don't need to own a classic car, but we do have a list of over 100 marks of cars that we consider full classics. Now, that term, classic car, is used by everybody, as you all know, of course, but we actually have a definition of a full classic to be a car that was built between 1915 and 1948. And the important thing that is, it's distinguished for their fine design, high engineering standards, superior workmanship, and to encourage the maintenance, the restoration, and preserve such classic cars. And that's what we consider a full classic. Now, there's other great clubs around. But that's the cars that we judge and take on tours are the full classics.
What kind of car do you have?
I have a couple of full classics. I have a 1941 four-door Cadillac convertible.
Oh.
Beautiful car. We've probably put 20,000 miles on it during the time that we've owned it. We have a fabulous 1936 Packard four-door convertible that was once owned by a Pebble Beach judge, and we bought it about 10 years ago.
Wow.
And then we have some non-classic cars. So we just love cars.
Well, so do we.
I know it.
Needless
That's
to
why
say.
I'm on your show.
So do you have anybody in your club where are you?
Well, our club headquarters is in Chicago. We have 28 regions. I happen to be in the San Diego, Palm Springs region, which is in Southern California. But we have a region, as I say, in Texas. We have them all over, from Washington to Florida, from the Northeast all the way down to Southern California.
You know, I have to tell you that today on our sold cars roundup that we get from Hemmings once a week, there was a 1948 Chevrolet on there that had sold, and it was affordable, and it was canary yellow. I don't know, if that fits into what you guys do, but I thought, wow, now there's a perfect match, a 1948, because you guys go up to 1948.
Right, but that car is fabulous. I know what that car looks like. It really is. But that is a mark that is not recognized in our classification of classic cars.
Okay, so let's stop there and tell me about that, because I didn't know a Chevrolet is not considered a classic car.
Well, I think
No, it's a very beautiful classic car. It's not considered a full classic that we would be supporting in our club. It's beautiful, but the owner of that car could join our club. But in terms of having it judged along with our cars, that would not be allowed.
Why not?
Because we distinguish our cars by several categories: fine design, high engineering standards, superior workmanship, and they are the high-end cars. They're the Auburns, they're the Duesenbergs, they're the Hispanic Suiza, there's the Lincoln, the Buick, the Packard, the Cadillac.
So the
Chevrolet is
but
kind of
not
like
the
the
Chevy
working
and the
man.
Ford, because
Well,
they
that's-
have enough of their own groups to
That's
join.
a working man's vehicle.
Well,
when you look at it that way.
I would just try to get that definition, because I don't know.
I didn't realize it until you brought it up.
I'm glad you brought it up, because it is something that does distinguish us. We consider ourselves kind of a niche in the car club, opportunities. We love those other cars, but it's not we have focused on the very high-end cars. Now, if you want a funny little story, when we got our start 70 years ago, and we would drive, this is a little bit before my time and yours too, but the owners of classic cars, like a beautiful 48 Cadillac, we could drive to AAC events, but our cars were considered quote unquote tow cars. We towed the 1950s cars. And then a group of gentlemen, about 6 of them, got together and said to themselves, hey, we need a little more, we need a club that focuses on these fine cars. Even though AACA at the time didn't recognize them, and they were considered quote unquote tour cars.
Interesting.
How funny.
Yeah, I find the whole thing fascinating that you guys focus on the true classic, high-end classic cars, the Pebble Beach cars.
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing.
Right. That's and we this last year there were 2 first in class classic car club owning cars that were bestowed that award. So yeah, now you've got it. But the other really wonderful thing is there are many people in our club that do not own a classic car, but they make huge contributions to our club in the way of working on assignments, helping us do different things. And so we absolutely love to have people that are interested in the era join our club, and they won't be sorry because, as I say, we have fabulous publications, beautiful magazines. We have great photographs. We are on Facebook and Instagram. And the other really fascinating thing, and I think you all and the audience would enjoy the incredible articles that we publish, because we have a number of historians that are part of our club that research these beautiful pieces of art and can tell you a lot about them. We have a number of restorers. Our immediate past president, Steve Babinski, is a well-known classic car restorer who is located in New Jersey. So it's wonderful for anyone who loves automobiles and loves cars of any category to get our publications and join our club. It will really enlighten you and entertain you, and it's really great.
Well, Vicki, I have to tell you that I made mention of this earlier in another interview that we were doing with the local car club. They're putting on a car judging clinic. How to judge a car, and I referenced a episode of Chasing Classic Cars with Wayne Carini, where they went, and it was a Pebble Beach type event that you guys go to all the time, and
right.
It was an event where the actual owner and the preparer of the car and Wayne were there. They were showing this particular car there. I don't remember what it was, but the interesting thing that stood out to me was the fact that the judges came and they had a little powwow before they actually judged the car, and they had an opportunity to present verbally the car, give a little bit of history, things that they actually worked on the car, maybe have found a special part that it was missing and they found it and there it is, and that sort of thing, and the back and forth with the judges that I thought was very unique and actually uplifting, because judging a car, especially in y'all's classes, it's almost as if we were going to meet Moses or something. That we think of those judges of being at the upper echelon of car shows.
Well, that there are different methods of doing judging. And for example, in concourses like Pebble Beach, they do have a very sophisticated process that they go through. And in our club, we have our own judging process that is slightly different than, say, a concourse judging criteria sheet. We judge, first of all, we hold judging seminars too, and we have a form that lists the operational items on a car and also the appearance. We're also making sure that the car can start, that the lights work, and that everything looks as if it had just come off the showroom floor. Remember back in the day when there were car showrooms and people, would drive them off the lot we want our cars to look just like they did when they rolled off the showroom floor. So as I say, we also certify our judges, and we hold these seminars across the country, and it's very, very interesting, and it helps to standardize the judging, and basically, just to tell you one thing about it, the car is judged on its own. It's not judged. In other words, there could be two 100-point cars in the same same classification. So they are not judged against each other. They are judged against a sheet that is standardized.
Right. The judge, it's a standard. They're judged against the standard.
Right.
Right. Very good point.
Do you have celebrity participants like Leno? Does Jay come in with his cars, or Don
Armstrong?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. Jay Leno has been to our annual meetings. Jay is a member, and he has done so much for the hobby. Jay is a good example of a person who absolutely loves all cars and is, I'm sure, in many different clubs. And we're happy that he is also a member of our club.
Well, Vicki, it is great to talk to you, and
very informative.
Very informative, and man, we sure appreciate the time that you spent with us, and we wish we were out there in Southern California with you this morning.
Well, I wish you were too, and if I could just suggest that if anyone wants to find out more information, if you will go to our website, it's classiccarclub.org, classiccarclub.org. And learn about us and join. If you're even slightly interested, try it for a year. You won't be sorry.
Well, I know that we won't. And matter of fact, Conrad's going to put a link up to your website here rather quickly. And so
already have.
He already has.
And,
so,
thank you.
And you have a Lone Star region for us here in the Houston market.
Yes, we do. So we have a very, very active Texas region. So you can join the national organization and the Texas region, and you won't be sorry. I also want to mention that we also have a museum in Hickory Corners at the Gilmore Museum. And you might want to consider having one of the representatives from the Classic Car Club of America Museum join you one morning.
We shall. We absolutely shall. Vicki, it's a pleasure. Thank you so much. Take care. And next time you're in town, we'll buy you some coffee.
Okay, anytime.
Right.
Nice to talk to you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, time now for This Week in Auto History.
And what a great segue, because our first car in 1945, the first post-war Cadillac was produced after World War II. And then the next full Cadillac design that was done was a 48 Cadillac. I think that's what Vicki said she had for her car, was
gorgeous.
A 48 Cadillac. You got to remember, during World War II, Cadillac was building tanks, and
it looks like one of them.
and also staff cars were Cadillacs during World War II. So Eisenhower's cars, the colonels and generals were all riding around in Cadillacs.
And on the German side, they were all Mercedes.
And they were all Mercedes. And then in 1954, the Willis Jeep CJ5 began production.
1941 Cadillac, she says.
Oh, I'm sorry. She had a 41 Cadillac. She had a pre-war Cadillac.
Anyway.
Thanks, Vicki. But the 1954 Willys CJ5 began production. In 1974, Dale Earnhardt Jr. was born. In 1981, the third generation Camaro went into production for the 1982 model year, and that was kind of the beginning of the mullets. The first generation only lasted from 67 through 69, and I know, Don, yours favorite's the 69.
Yeah.
The second generation lasted from what would be called 70 and a half, because you got to remember there was an auto strike in 70, so the 69 Camaros lasted longer and longer. And actually, this third-generation Camaro was the first one available with a four-cylinder in it, but it was also the generation where they introduced the iconic IROC Z that first appeared in 1985. In 1992, a meteorite struck a 1980 Chevrolet Malibu in Peekskill, New York. Now, I lived not far from Peekskill, New York. Now, you got to remember, it hit the back of this 1980 Malibu that was probably about a $300 car. After the Malibu was struck by the meteorite, the car sold for $10,000, and the owner of the Malibu sold the meteorite for $69,000 to a group of collectors. Pretty cool little story.
A little bit of profit.
In 2014, the automotive industry witnessed a momentous occasion as Chrysler Fiat was formed, or Fiat Chrysler was formed, as
Did you
Fiat
read this
and
before you were
yes,
there?
yes.
Okay.
When Fiat and Chrysler group came together, forming a global powerhouse, which later was sold to Daimler and then Stellantis. So it's a never-ending flip-flop of ownership of the Chrysler Corporation. So that's this week in auto history.
Cool.
New vehicle inventory in the U.S. continues to build despite the production interruptions of the UAW strike and robust consumer shopping in September and throughout the third quarter. Cox Automotive estimated automakers started October with 2.21 million vehicles,
Yowzers.
representing an increase of 150,000 vehicles compared with the start of September. Inventory stands at its highest levels since early spring of 2021 and 60% higher from the year-ago month, according to Cox Automotive. But inventory is still 35% lower than where it was in 2019 before the pandemic.
Wow.
Days supply remained at 60 at the start of October, flat against September, but 14 days higher than the same period a year ago. If you want to buy a car, this would probably be a pretty good time to buy a car,
Yeah,
and
with
especially an American-made car.
Yeah, with 60 days supply, that's they're still offering incentives on them.
Yeah, exactly. So there's that. Tesla Inc.'s top-selling electric vehicles now compete directly with gasoline cars on price. After the latest round of price reductions, the lower prices could cost the company $1.2 billion a year, according to at least one investor. At $38,990, the base Model 3 sedan now costs $8,700 less than the average amount paid for a car or truck in the U.S. The starting price for a Model Y crossover is $3,700, below the average auto price of roughly $48,000, according to an analysis by Bloomberg Green. Tesla started cutting prices at the start of the year, twisting the screws on legacy car makers already struggling to make electric vehicles profitable.
And think about how you'd feel if you bought an early Tesla and paid that $136,000 for the early Model S.
Well, my boss has a Tesla, and he's concerned because that's happening to him. He bought it at one level, and they'll keep dropping. So that was it.
That's it?
Yeah, for me.
That's it for you?
and now they're turning them into Fiero race cars.
Yeah.
My guess is that particular car must have been wrecked or something.
Yeah,
Wouldn't you think?
I would think so.
Yeah, because you wouldn't take a driving Tesla, one that still works, and pull the motor, the batteries, and everything else out of that car to put it in a race car.
Going to be an interesting build. You need to take a look at that when you're down there picking up the Corvette.
Yeah, he doesn't have a battery yet. He's got the drivetrain piece, but I saw on Facebook somebody asked him about the battery. He said he didn't have the battery yet.
Batteries.
It'd be interesting to see how he's going to package the batteries in the Fieros. You got to remember, in a Fiero, the gas tank was located in the center console area.
I did not remember that.
Yeah, that's where they put the gas tank.
But he did say it was going to be rear-wheel drive.
Yeah,
too.
I'm wondering how if they can package that into that same area where the fuel tank was.
Well, my guess is, I don't know. It depends
on what battery he gets, I guess.
And what is it going to be? A front-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive?
He said rear-wheel drive. They put all that drivetrain in the back.
So then they'll have the trunk.
No, that's where the engine is.
No, the frunk.
In the frunk.
You just got through telling me that the drivetrain is in the back.
It is.
The motors are in the back.
Correct.
So there's room.
There's no trunk.
Never mind.
Jesus Christ. If they take the engine out of it, what the hell's going to be up front?
Nothing.
Well, there's no engine in the front of a Fiero anyhow. Fiero always had the engine in the back.
It did?
Yeah, that's one of the reasons.
So what's up front? Is it
Empty space.
It's a trunk.
Place for the batteries. That's what we said.
I'm going to come over there and slap the hell out of you.
I got $20
And
on
he's
you.
calling me
My
the dumbass.
God. You're the dumbass.
Oh,
God.
Tune in next week
Love you, Don.
No,
for
shut
As
up.
In Wheel Time Turns.
No. No, it's not.
As your stomach turns.
Okay.
You know,
You get a whole donkey
you
out
can
of here.
dress him up and put lipstick on him, and a pig is still a pig is still a pig. And I'm sorry, but yeah, you just didn't get what I was saying.
I did. I let them go.
Thank you. And you're closer to him, so would you slap him for me?
Don't forget to remind everybody where we're going to be next week.
Why did you just tell everybody where we're going to be?
We
next
are
week?
going to be at the Hemi Hideout.
We're going to be. It's a club invitation event, so car clubs around are going to be showing up, and we're going to be there.
Mm-hmm.
So, and you'll be there too with us.
Special time for the live.
The live show will be a special time, but we'll be on the air at 8:00 with a repeat, and then at 9:00 we're going to go live. We're going to have more of this fight after these messages, so stay with us. The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants will have you telling your family and friends just what the original recipes mean when it comes to the best fajitas in Southeast Texas. Founder Stan Holt invites you to visit the original Loopy Tortilla near I-10 and Highway 6. Here's the original house that inspired the design of all the rest and the original charm that helped make Loopy Tortilla the go-to destination for Houston Tex-Mex. Speaking of original, nothing can compete with the original lime pepper marinade that everyone will agree makes Loopy Tortilla award-winning beef fajitas the best anywhere. Loopy Tortilla Katy is another location that gives you the same quality and service Houstonians have come to expect at Loopy's. It's located just off I-10 of the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard in Katy. Find yourself in Aggie Land? Head to the Loopy Tortilla in College Station, located just around the corner from Kyle Field. It's a great place to enjoy those famous frozen margaritas before or after the game. Headed east to Louisiana, stop in at the Loopy Tortilla in Beaumont. It too's on I-10. You can't miss it. The original group of Loopy Tortilla restaurants invites you in for the best Tex-Mex anywhere.
Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet and GM Performance has the absolute best price that you're going to find on GM parts, transmissions, and engines in the country. With the largest inventory as well that you're going to find in the U.S., Rogers Dabbs Chevrolet and GM Performance has what you need and has the best customer service to back it up. Contact one of our Texas team members for quotes and get that on your dock or at your front door as soon as possible. Rogers Dabbs GM Performance. Best inventory, best prices that you're going to find in the United States. Rogers Dabbs GM Performance.
Houston's finest cars are invited to another Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, and you're invited too. Show off your personal pride and joy, or just stop in to see the likes of Lucid, Lamborghini, Porsche, Ferrari, and more. Gulf Coast Auto Shield is your one-stop shop for paint detailing, coatings, window tint, clear bras, and wheel repair. The Car Social is your opportunity to get a tour of this state-of-the-art facility, located at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. It all takes place Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon. This is the perfect opportunity to connect with other car enthusiasts. From BMWs to Bentleys, Corvettes to McLarens, the Car Social is a different kind of show. Talk to the owners. See Gulf Coast Auto Shield's facility. You'll be amazed. Put it on your calendar now. The Gulf Coast Auto Shield Car Social, Saturday, December 2nd, 9 to noon at 11275 South Sam Houston Parkway, just south of the Southwest Freeway. The In Wheel Time Car Talk Show will be there too. We'll see you then. Well, that's it for this week's In Wheel Time Car Talk Show. Here's your invitation to follow us on Facebook, give us a like, tell your friends about us, and share our stuff if you will. We'll keep you posted on all things automotive all week long, including new car reviews, upcoming events, cruise-ins, racing, and car, truck, and SUV goodies. You can find the In Wheel Time Car Talk Show 24/7 through the iHeartRadio app. We live stream this show on Facebook, YouTube, and on InWheelTime.com every Saturday, 8 to 11 Central Time. Daily 30-minute podcasts available on your favorite podcast channel. The In Wheel Time Chief Engineer is David Ainsley. Our marketing, advertising advisor, and video technical director is We Need More, Jeff Zekin. For booking agent and dog zoomies, Mike Mars. Mr. Know-It-All and Facebook fiend, his royalty, King Conrad DeLong. I'm Don Armstrong. We hope you'll join us for another live award-winning production of the In Real Time Car Talk Show next Saturday, where we will be at the fabulous Hemi Hideout in Brookshire, Texas, on all our In Real Time Car Talk outlets, right here on the Smoke and Mirrors Network. Have a great weekend, Mrs. Calabash, wherever you are, and enjoy this beautiful day.
Yeah, don't
And
forget
go outside and stare at the eclipse.
That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher.